Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Amy and I am here with some hauling stuff. So we are in the Memorial Day weekend and I'm hoping to get a few videos filmed here in a row so that I can post some stuff more regularly than I have been. And so I'm taking advantage of the time that I've got where most of the family is out. I've got one kid that's in another part of the state and Jason's out with a couple of the kids playing Pokemon. So I'm here and I just realized I don't have my nostalgic TV trivia. So for those of you that are interested in that, darn it, one of the cats just totally opened my door all the way. So now we're gonna be getting some ambient noise, I guess, from out there. Anyway, let's get started. So I am wearing a Temu shirt that I wasn't really sure if I would like it or not, but I will say it makes me, it's a pretty shirt, but it's a little old-fashioned with the print, but it fits like perfect. Like the seams on the shoulders are right where they're supposed to be. So I actually feel really good in this shirt and it's super, super soft. I just feel like it maybe dates me a little and I don't need any help with that because I've already got, I don't color my hair anymore. And sometimes I think maybe I should go back and color it, but then I remember the sheer, I wanted to say agony, but that's really not right. But the process of growing your hair out after it's been colored is not fun because, at the beginning, it's like, people can tell that you haven't colored your hair recently and they're thinking, when's she gonna get that colored? What's she got all those white roots for? And then it gets to be like about here and then it's just kind of weird and it takes so long to grow it out that I just don't think I can go through that again. So I end up aging myself because of that. But anywho, Jason can't help it that he's bald. So I guess that's kind of my way of aging with him. Now, I've got my Pair eyewear on. You can check the link below to get to my link tree, and I've got my referral code to Pair eyewear in case you're interested. I've had a couple people lately in stores comment or compliment me on my glasses, and I've told them it's Pair. Now, I didn't give them my referral code because that seems a little tacky. But for you guys, I will tell you I have my referral code. And I don't remember what you get, but I think you get some kind of credit and I get some kind of points. But Pair Eyewear, and I'm not sponsored by them. They don't know who I am, even though I bought a gazillion toppers. They now have a subscription program which it's $30 a month, but then you're guaranteed a topper every month. So if that's something that fits in your budget, you might be interested in that. But with this shirt, I was kind of, because see, I've got 3 different, which are kind of similar. So I wasn't sure which one was the best. So this one's obviously a little bit more on the purple side because this is kind of a grayish burgundy. So I don't know. I ultimately decided that this one wasn't a good fit, which is why I put the other ones on. But then, and if you've never watched me, these are toppers that there's magnets in the glasses and you can just put them on. And this one felt too harsh or too burgundy. So that's ultimately why I ended up picking this one. And it kind of maybe helps blend this in with this a little bit. But yeah, I've got a whole bunch of, I have way more patterned ones than I do solids, but ultimately I probably like the solids better because they can go with anything. But it is super fun to wear the patterned ones. And those are usually the ones I get the compliments on, actually. All right, so we've got some Temu stuff today, some local warehouse, and where's my other package from Temu? So actually all of this stuff is from local warehouse, but I won't be posting any links below because if you are interested in something, then just put it in the comments and I'll get you a link if I can find one. But I guess I'm to the point where I still love doing Temu, but there's no need for me to go to all the work of trying to sell you on Temu when they don't care about me anymore. So I think I'm missing a piece. Hang on. Okay, so this first set, I don't know, I guess that probably makes me a bad hauler, doesn't it? Because if the goal is to get you to buy things, I should be sharing all the information I can. So I guess tell me below if I do still need to be sharing the information, but I didn't have any evidence that people were really clicking on my links before, because I think if you guys had been, I wouldn't have been dropped from the influencer program. So I think now we're just having fun looking at stuff. And Temu is probably my favorite place to look at stuff from. So that's what we're doing. but let me know in the comments what you think. So anyway, first local warehouse. This was one of my purchases, and shoot, I'm gonna have to start this video over, aren't I? Or do I want to piece it together? No, I'll test this out on a future video. But I got a leather working kit. If you're new, I won an auction a few weeks ago and I got a couple huge boxes full of leather scraps. So Galia's gonna try to learn how to make things like wallets and stuff, but I'm wanting to also sell pieces of the leather for people that want to make book covers. But for the stuff Galia wants to do, we need a way, and my dad has stuff, and probably I didn't need to buy this, but I thought it would be good to have a little kit. So it came with this, and looks like pliers, but it's really, and I've never used any of this. I've never done anything with leather personally, so I'm just gonna talk in what the impression I got from the listing. But so you get this, and it comes with multiple pieces. And so with leather, you can sew it, you can carve it. Ow. You can poke holes in it, because if you're gonna sew it, you need holes. And so we've got this little, these are super sharp because I already got myself, but there's a 2-hole one, a 4-hole one, and a 1-hole one. I'll be honest, I thought it was just coming with the 4-hole one, because the picture I looked at was just that. So it comes with all of those, and so you then slide this into place, and then when you put the leather in between, and it's got this on the other side to give the pokers something to go into, right, without damaging anything. So I'm gonna try to film a few videos here right in a row. So I'll try to go get a piece of leather before I do the next video so that we can watch it in person. And it did come with a replacement one of these. So I don't know how long these last. I mean, the tool itself will last forever. It's just, I don't know how long this part will last. And then, so it came with that. And let me get where did the little bag go that those things came in? because I want to make sure I don't lose anything, you guys. Well, oh, there it is. I'm like, where's the bag? But yeah, these are super sharp, as I guess they would need to be to go through leather. And all of the leather that I got was very thin. And well, not very thin. It's very thin compared to the kind my dad uses, because my dad carves in leather. So you need thicker leather. And so I was asking him, why is some leather thick and some not? And he thinks maybe they just keep brushing away the suede side of it until it's thinner. But there's probably a specific process, but I don't know. Okay, then you also get the needles that you would need and a thimble. Now, my dad said you need a really good thimble when you're sewing leather. This would not be a really good thimble. My grandmother used to collect thimbles, and I think one of my cousins got that collection. So I imagine almost all the thimbles I have, unless I got a thimble in that, one of those sewing boxes that I got in an auction, maybe. And then it's got a needle threader. And then this might be a, let's see, might be the thing you put the needles in, but you get 2 different things of needles, so a total of 32. See, this is where I'm always saying that Temu's a really good source for beginner crafters, because I don't know anything about leather working, and so I could get this kit for pretty cheap. And if it turns out I don't like it, then I haven't wasted a whole lot. So yeah, so you can put your needles in here. I don't know if it's magnetized or not. I don't want to take the needles out, and I don't have anything else really. Do I have anything over here? I have an earring, but I don't know if, this would be magnetized. Like, I don't know. It doesn't seem like it's magnetized. I do have a magnetized one of these. I did a influencer video for one of those companies that sells cross stitching and stuff, and I got a magnetized needle holder from there, which is really good. I have noticed that, and I don't know if it's just me or if it's all the influencers, but we aren't doing very many videos. Like, I'm not getting contacted at all by anybody to do influencer videos right now. And I think part of that is because I think a lot of those that I was getting before apparently were overseas. Even if it said it was Amazon or something, I think they were overseas. And so now that's all dried up. I know stuff is better with Temu now with the tariffs and stuff, but I think a lot of stuff is kind of dried up. Okay, and then it also came with 2 different colors of waxed thread. So you need the wax to go through the leather without pulling. And I think I've gotten a set of waxed thread from Temu before. Why would I have gotten that though? I got it for some reason, for some kind of craft. So I think I've got more colors that way, because a lot of the leather I got was a lot of different colors, and so I won't want the stitching to be totally obvious on some of those. Okay, so this kit I actually can look up because I just bought it not that long ago. So let me look it up and tell you what we've got. Yeah, see, it's still giving me $20 no minimum spend coupon. Buy 2 items. So as long as I buy 2 items, I can get 20 bucks right now. But You guys, I have no money. We did finances the other day, and all of my excessive purchasing for Junk for Goats, which was originally supposed to just be a destashing Etsy store, it's put me in the red, you guys. So no more ordering for quite a, I mean, I joked about and said that before, but now I'm actually serious. No more ordering because I've got to get out of the hole with some of that stuff. So like yesterday, I spent all day when I wasn't working getting new things to list in my shop, because here I've bought all this stuff. So now with the purpose of reselling, so let's get it listed. And I learned how to do YouTube shorts, and I learned how to do Instagram videos. So I've started publishing some of those things. So hopefully that'll help point people to my Etsy shop or my Whatnot shop. I do have some things for sale in the Whatnot shop, but my main focus is listing things in the Etsy store. All right. What are we looking for? We are going to orders, and I paid $15.63 for this kit. I don't know if that's a good price or not. My guess is that it is a good price just because, I mean, I did have to pay the $2.99 shipping, but I think it's still probably a good price. And I did it as part of the last time they offered me $20 for a $50 purchase. And so it was part of that. So I got some discount. So the $15.63 that I spent was after the $2.99 shipping. And it retails right now for $19.12, but it is a silent diamond leather punching pliers set with interchangeable heads like we saw, and includes leather needles, wooden storage syringe, needle threader, thimble ring, diamond shaped teeth. So that's why it was so sharp, because they're diamond shaped. And so it's great for any kind of leather project. So I'm hopeful that that will work nicely. All right, the next thing that I ordered, I'm a little bit disappointed in this one, but it seemed like a good deal for a local warehouse. But it was a set of journaling papers, scraps, scrapbooking kind of things, and the one listing was all 4. So in original Temu world, you would have had to buy each of these separately, but local warehouse world, you could get all 4 for one price, and that one price is hold on, it said it was free, but I don't think that's right. Let me go look at the receipt. It retails for $5.85, which I think is an excellent deal. And you do get have to pay for local warehouse shipping, but I guess they gave me this whole order free as part of the deal, the 20 off of 50. So somehow this one, I don't think that this was this was, okay. I did the 20 off of 50 deal, and then it was like, after I did that, it said, you can pick a free gift for your next order if you order within 3 or 4 hours. So I did order within 3 or 4 hours, so I did get this for free, but it retails for $5.85 plus shipping. So, okay, well that actually makes me feel a little bit better, because this is the Mo Card brand, and actually that is one of my favorite brands on Temu for stuff. Now, all three of these kits are the same in that it's a mix of small pieces and big pieces, but they all have different themes. Can I tell what the themes are by looking at this? No. So the packaging does not say what the themes are. Let me see. You get 400. It's a 400 piece. So each one of these is 100 pieces. And it is a 400 piece vintage craft diary material paper, scrapbook material paper, diary supplies, collage, photo, album, decoration, paper, suitable for diary, photo, album, ledger, collage. And if I click on the pictures, does it give me? So I don't think they're saying that there is 400 sheets in each one. That's what I'm trying to figure out. There's 4 different sizes of paper in here. I think they're saying each one has 400 pieces. Could that be right? That means I got 1,600 pieces of stuff? It says 200 designs times 2. And there is 2 of each design in these. So maybe you are getting, there's 4 different themes. One appears to be botanicals. One appears to be like this is the one that looks like botanicals. This one's more like tickets and tag kind of style. This one is like the ledger kind of stuff. And this one's more like newspaper advertising kind of theme. What's included? 200 designs, 400 sheets. But everywhere it says that, I can't tell if it's, I just can't tell. It's probably more likely that there's only 50 designs in each one of these times 2. I can't imagine. Well, let's see. Does it say on the back? I see a 100 on the back, so I think that's what it is. I think each little pack has just 50 different designs. But I'll just take one of them out. It's tied with some nice twine. And okay, so I actually got 3 of this one. So maybe you get lucky and, you know, whoever's filling this order goofs sometimes. Or maybe there's something in here that only has 1 of. But it's got, okay, so the reason why I was a little disappointed is because the tags on the string are a good thick cardstock. So I kind of, well, these are really thin. They're not as thin as washi tape, but they're thin. So let me just take a few out. So again, these are some more of the same kind of size. Then we've got some kind of like this, and I don't know, I've just gotten better things from this brand. Stop. Plastic is not food. There's a cat under there trying to eat stuff. Okay, so then there's some stuff this size. And then, of course, there's like the 4x6 size. So I think, I mean, I like little kits like this. Now, I'm not a crafter. I'm a purchaser. And I like to fancy myself a crafter. And actually, in one of the auctions, I got a bunch of Reader's Digest books. So I really am hoping to convert those to actual journals to sell on my Etsy shop. So that will be an opportunity for me to actually create more than just a packet of papers to sell. So this kind of stuff would be good in those, I think. As little, I mean, the smaller ones, you could back them with something to make them a little bit stronger. They're all plain on the back, so you could glue 2 of them together, and then I think it'd be kind of the size that I like, or the thickness that I like to work with. And then they'd make good inserts, tags, whatever. So I think this was I mean, I got it for free, so I guess it's a really good deal for me, aside from the fact that I had to make the other purchase. But I got things I wanted with the other purchases, but they haven't arrived yet. So, all right, those were my 2 things. So now we'll move on and do a few of Jason's things, and we'll see where we get from that. I'm really hoping to do a few different videos today to get us through till Tuesday, when I would do another Temu Tuesday. And I gathered up all of the Temu stuff that I got last fall that I never hauled, because we got into Christmas and doing the Advent calendar boxes. So I got those things all pulled together into one of the baskets on that new Joann Fabrics fixture thing that I got. And you guys, if money were endless, I would so go back and buy some additional fixtures from Joann, because they had so many kind of freestanding fixtures that had pegboards on them, and there's so many places I could think to use pegboard stuff in this house. And they had several rolling carts that they usually would have out in the aisles with craft things in them. Well, it's a craft store, so duh. But those were for sale. Well, everything was for sale. And those, I could have seen getting a couple of those for the girls that live in the basement, because they don't really have closets down there, and they could have used some of those as shelves for their clothes. But I wasted my money on other things, so there wasn't money left for that. All right. You know, when I'm doing Jason's stuff, we're going to see black t-shirts. He loves buying those. And with black or any kind of t-shirts, that's easy to get $30 worth from a local warehouse and not have to spend the shipping. All right, so this one, chaotic good. Good intentions, questionable methods. With a cat. And oh, I think this is like for role-playing games, because the cat's got a role-playing dice there in front of her. So my guess is he mentioned he got a shirt that was kind of for role-playing game style. So my guess is that. Now these t-shirts that he gets, and I ordered some t-shirts too from local warehouse. So they are typically 100% cotton. So if you really like cotton, go for your local warehouse stuff. Just maybe size up a little, since those can tend to shrink. All right, let's see what else we've got. See if I can get some variety. All right, next we've got, now I've seen, because my son watches YouTubers, because now it's, you know, it's fun for the kids, instead of playing games, to watch adults play games on YouTube. But somebody always opens these on one of their channels. It's got a figurine inside. I'm gonna see if this is the kind of thing I can open without like, it's got a pop top, like an old style pop top on it, but I don't think you actually use that to open it. I think that's just for decoration. So let's see if I can show you guys what's in these. And like I said, if there are any of these things that you're interested in, let me know. A lot of times, I mean, Jason can share with me his order, but sometimes, just like I had trouble sharing orders with you guys, sometimes he has the same problem. Okay, so you just pop this part off, and then it's a mystery. You guys, I'm gonna open it. It also has a pog kind of thing in it. I don't know, is that what those are called? Pogs? I never played with pogs. And I don't know what this means on the back, but this is a popular, that's one good thing about local warehouse, is you can get access to more popular things, or things that it's easier to find Amazon things on Temu local warehouse. All right, so, okay. That is cute. I love the hair, the spiky hair, the, all the eye patch, the mask, the detailed outfit with this little wallet thing. It's got a lot of detail, you guys. Now, I don't know what something like this goes for, but it is Funko. It's actually Funko brand soda figure. Kakashi. So I guess you knew what you were getting in it. I guess I thought it was supposed to be a mystery, but I guess it's not. It is limited edition, so it says. And I don't know what game this is from, or show, or whatever, but cool. I mean, I don't collect stuff like this, but I still think it's cool. It reminds me back when I was a kid, like the early 80s, McDonald's had some figurines like this for Peanuts, and they were good quality like this for Happy Meals. Now everything's kind of plasticky, but this is, well, I don't know what this is. I don't know if this is clay. It's not clay. It's like rubbery. So I don't know if that means it's, like, resin's not rubbery, is it? I don't know. But it kind of reminds me of that old McDonald's thing. So things are not going so great with my mom's home care buddy. I guess the lady showed up yesterday, because she comes on Fridays, and I guess my mom said, yeah, this is not working out for me. And so I don't know if that means my dad will discontinue those services. But so, okay, so the week before, the first week was excellent. Like, they got along well. My mom gave her a hug at the end. The second week didn't go as well, because there were tornadoes coming through during the time, and the whole part of the purpose of this is for my dad to be able to get out of the house and run errands or meet up with friends or whatever. So he was doing that while the tornadoes came and stuff. And I guess, well, they didn't come through here. We had the sirens and stuff. So I guess that didn't create a good experience. So then yesterday, when the lady showed up again, that's when my mom told her, like, to her face, this isn't working out for me. but then the lady told her that her hair looked nice. And so then they were all buddy-buddy, I guess. But, and then Dad let the lady leave early because of the holiday. So then, I guess later that evening, my mom was like, yeah, I don't think she needs to come back, which it's weird because I'm thinking, how do you even remember she was there? Because her short-term memory is really terrible. Like when we went last Monday to the attorney's office and stuff, like she had no memory of having gone and done all that, you know, that visit a couple hours later. So, you know, I really didn't think she was ever going to even remember this lady from week to week. But there's something about it that's not working. But I'm just hoping that, because it's not just for my mom, it's also for my dad. And I'm hoping that, you know, as long as the caregiver keeps my mom safe for the period of time that she's there, I kind of don't care if she doesn't like it. I want my dad to have the chance to be able to get out. And so, yeah, so as long as she keeps her safe, I don't think that it bothers me if my mom doesn't like that she's there. And my dad thinks it might be because my mom, even in these stages of Alzheimer's, she's constantly concerned about processes and organization and all this stuff. And so he wonders if maybe she doesn't like this lady coming over because she feels like she didn't prepare the house and everything for her. And so in some ways I'm like, okay, well, even though I'm an organized person up here, I'm not an organized person like in reality, in real life. So maybe that'll work to my advantage if I get Alzheimer's. I won't be constantly trying to organize things. I don't know. So if you pray, I would appreciate prayers that they're going to try it at least another week. So my prayer is that the next week goes better and we can keep this going. I would hate to give up this quickly. All right, so next we've got SpongeBob in like a video case. But what is this? This is another Funko Rewind, which is, I guess, why it's in the case it's in. So I'm getting to open all the fun stuff. Now, Jason's really, see, if it were me and my stuff, I'd be wanting to open it. But Jason's really good about letting the kids open stuff. And I don't know. To me, opening it is half the fun. But I really like this case, you guys. And I bought a bunch of videos from the Goodwill a week or so ago. Somebody had like donated their entire Walt Disney video collection, it seemed like. So I bought all of those, and I got a few regular movies to make journal covers out of. So this would make a really, you know, make a journal cover out of this and have this be the bookmark. That's at least what I'm planning to do with the ones that I get, or the videos that I got. Aw. So we love SpongeBob. At least 2 of our kids heavily watched SpongeBob growing up. When they were that age. And how can you not like SpongeBob? He's always so happy. And then it also came with a, oh, that's cool, a card. Like a video rental card. I like that. I mean, it's thick like a credit card would be. So that's cool. I don't know. So my husband got this, but I think kids would love that. All right, then we also got, I'm guessing these are they tattoos or are they just stickers? I think it's a tattoo, paw print tattoo. So that would be cute. Cute somewhere. And then I guess we'll do, I'll probably only be able to get 2 videos out of all this content that I've got here. So let's do another t-shirt. Victory. Victory in Jesus, since it's got the cross. That makes me think of the song, the old hymn. Victory in Jesus, my Savior forever. Again, black t-shirt. He gets 5XL. So they go up. They have excellent size ranges for those kind of things. All right, let's see what else we got. All right, so we got some blocks. I guess that would be the brand name for these kind of Lego dupes. And it doesn't say what it is on the outside. And of course, they've got stickers covering up the picture. I don't know why they do that. Like, is there really that much stuff you have to say on? I don't know. Maybe it didn't have a picture on the outside of what it was, but I bet that's part of the picture. But I like how it's in this kind of a bag, so it'd be really easy to store, I think. Whether you store it on a hook on a pegboard. See, wouldn't that be fun if you had a kid's playroom to have a wall of pegboard that you could just put toys on? And then maybe the kids would play with more than just one thing because they could actually see it. All right, so we've got 3 bags of stuff, and you can scan this to get the instructions. And this, there's no pictures again, so let me try scanning this and see if I can get a picture that way. Manual download. How to find the product. You could find the set number such as something something under the barcode on the card or package. Enter product code to search for the instructions. Well, does it have a barcode that's visible? Okay, it's got a barcode up here at the top, so let's try that. I've got to verify a code to make sure I'm a real person. You don't want to be just giving these instructions out to anybody because people could take, I guess they think, people could take these instructions and use Lego bricks instead. All right, let's see. Enter verify code and your product code. I did. Product does not exist. Did I type it wrong? 67689272136. Nope, I typed that right. Let's try it one more time with the verify I'm a real person code. Product does not exist. Is there any other way to search? I don't even know because the barcode that's showing on here is not quite the same as the barcode that shows on the screen, but it does have a C at the beginning of it, which this one does. How to find the product code. You could find the set number under the barcode. Enter that in. Thank you so much. We save 2 million or 20 million sheets of paper every year because of this. Well, sure, because your link doesn't work at all. So you don't even have to do the work to get the pictures. Now, I wonder if there's something under one of these labels, ow, that would have had the, well, that seems like a bummer to me. How are you supposed to know what to make? I'm talking loud because I'm so frustrated. Because there's no, oh, well, not my problem, I guess. Well, oh wait, there's a barcode on the little card that had the US, or that had the QR code. So let me look at it and see if it's different. Maybe I'm getting all verklempt for nothing. But before I put these back, they do look standard brick size. There's even a cute little teddy bear in there. I don't know, if we can't find the instructions, then obviously you're just adding to your brick collection. Yeah, it's the same number here that I put in. So yep, it's saying to use this one on the card, which is the same as the one that was on the bag. So I don't know, maybe Jason will have better luck with that. All right, let's do, okay, we've got some rings. He really likes buying the rings on Temu. Temu jewelry is not just for women. Oh, this one's cool. See, that's one thing that I get a little jealous of men, you know, because, you know, women are sitting here trying to get, not all women, and even I like a plain band, but most men are just looking for plain bands. But that one is really cool. So a lot of the bands he gets are like this, where they just have a different design in the center. But I like how that, it's like a plaid almost with green. That's really cool looking. But yeah, he loves these rings. And for men, they don't seem to tarnish like the women's ones do. I wonder if he got all these together because, or if he put them well, they don't have tags. So I guess this was a 3-piece set. So we got the green, and then it looks like the exact same thing, only with a blue tint, although the blue is not quite as obvious as the green one was. It's really faint, but it almost gives the impression of there being a light in the background, which is kind of cool. And then the third color in this set, if I had to guess, would be purple, because that's his favorite color, but maybe it's red. Okay, yeah, it's red. So that one shows up a lot better. So yeah, those are neat. And they're comfortable. So yeah, I do get kind of jealous. Now you could get these, I'm sure, in, I mean, I could probably get these in my size is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I think they're cool for him, but I don't like black rings personally. So see, it's a me thing. I'm sitting here jealous of something that I wouldn't actually wear. I'm jealous of the concept. Okay, and then we got another one. Now this one looks similar to one he's gotten before. This one is, I don't know, I can't get close enough to tell what that picture is on the inside. It almost to me looks like leaves and flowers, but it's really hard to tell. But it's the same style ring as the others. All right, let's do one last thing. Okay, well, I pulled out an empty bag. What fell out of that? I think these fell out of that. So we got some cords. These are, oh no, these are lightning cords. You guys, we just replaced all of our phones. And so I'm not even sure, well, what do we have that would still use these? My AirPods charging base would still use these. But I don't know. I guess if I might have ordered some adapters from Temu that converted Lightning to C. So maybe they can go with that. But anyway, if you're still using Lightning cables, they do have good options on Temu. All right, we will end this one here. It's just shy of an hour. I will be filming another one back to back, but I'm gonna go get a piece of leather and how many things do I might, and I'll get the nostalgic TV trivia to do on the next one. So stay tuned for the next video, which will hopefully be coming out the following day from this. And yeah, so I hope if you're watching this during the Memorial Day weekend, that you are able to get away from work. I know not everybody gets holidays off. I'm lucky that Memorial Day happens to be one of the 8 holidays that my office observes. It's not like banks and government jobs, right, where they get all the holidays. But I know some of you work in industries where your employers are open every day, so that kind of stinks. But so hopefully you'll get some time to relax this weekend and veg out. But wherever you are, whenever you are, I hope you're having a great day. And until we meet again, take care of yourself. Bye.